Alright, so I want you to tell me whether you've been told this or not before. Because a lot of our patients have been told this before. You've got the back of an 80-year-old. You're going to need knee replacements by the time that you're 50. You're going to need a shoulder replacement if you carry on playing rugby, etc, 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 etc. Now, I want you to correlate it to this story about what used to happen to a lot of prisoners of war during World War II, and even before that as well. It was quite common. So basically, if you're a prisoner of war, the people who have captured you would tie you up and they blindfold you. And they'd say that if you do not give us this information that we've asked for you multiple times, right, we're going to burn your skin off. And the person would say, no, I'm not going to give you any information. And then the people who have captured them would take a really cold piece of metal and they touch it to their skin. Now, because of the way that your nerves run, you can't really tell the difference too much between, especially when you're blindfolded, between something that's extremely cold and something that's extremely hot. So these prisoners of war, unfortunately, would feel like their skin is burning off, and they could even come up in boils, and they'd eventually quit and they'd give up information to find that they'd just given up very valuable information for basically an ice burn. Big disappointment. Now, the moral of this story is that fake news or a fake problem can create exactly the same response. So fake news can create exactly the same response, or catastrophic news that you believe to be true can create the exact same response. Now, this is the equivalent, or what do you think happens when, for example, your doctor tells you you've got the back of an 80-year-old? Now, we know that through research, there's no correlation between how your spine looks on MRI, how it looks on an X-ray versus how it feels. For example, over 50% of those over 40 to 50 years of age have a disc bulge and have disc degeneration, and they do not even know about it because they experience no pain whatsoever. It would be completely useless for your brain to tell you every single time that you've damaged something, because the human body is essentially there to dissipate force. It's there to wear and tear, right? Just like your brake pads on your car. They're there to dissipate force, therefore they have to wear a little bit. Otherwise, that force will be going straight through to the car. That force will be going straight through to your bones and your muscles, and we don't want that. We want them to be absorbed by areas that can dissipate that force, for example, like cartilage. Now, the problem is that every time that your doctor tells you you've got the back of an 80-year-old, or every time someone tells you you're going to need a knee replacement, etc., it starts to open up what are called gates in your nervous system, and these gates allow pain to flourish. Now, a lot of the time at the clinic, we have to reverse this, and the way we reverse this is we show you what your body can do in a very gradual way. So first of all, for example, we might get you going from a sitting to standing position. Then after that, we'll get you squatting. Then after that, we get you squatting with a weight. And the whole time we're doing this, we're essentially telling your body what it can do. And that closes those gates again, pain drops. Now, this is a response that we've been able to use to transform thousands of patients' lives, and we're extremely excited to whilst we do it, because the results are amazing, and you guys are obviously excited about it because you give us loads of really nice reviews, and I'm really appreciative of it. But my question to you is aren't you a little bit curious, if you're in pain, as to what your body can do? And aren't you a little bit curious as to how far you can actually push yourself with the right guided approach? And if you are, then there's two options. Book a free consultation, or book your first full treatment, and we'll tell you exactly what we can do, treat you, diagnose you, give you a rehab plan to get you started, to get you back to where you deserve to be. Thanks for watching.